Nah, I done grew up around some people living their life in bottles. Granddaddy had the golden flask, back though every day in Chicago. Some people like the way it feels, some people want to kill this.
Alright guys, what's up? It's Kyle from Level Sports here, and today's video is going to be about the National League Rookie of the Year and the American League Rookie of the Year. And get off my face. No. Thanks. Alright. Anywho, don't mind that part. Please really don't. If you watch the video, you'll see what popped up, and that will explain why I said it. Anywho, as you can see, you're watching Cody Bellinger's highlight films, and if you're not, well, then that means something else has gone wrong, and I'll just replace it with pictures, but hopefully this works. So, I looked at 5 players. I made the cutoff 80 games. All the rookies had to play at least 80 games to be considered for it. There were 5 rookies that had played 80 games. You probably haven't heard of one of these guys. His name is Alan Cordoba. I don't know if I have to say his last name. I probably butchered the crap out of it. Not really solid. He's a better defensive player. His offensive numbers aren't really there. Josh Bell, Hunter Renfroe, another Padre. So 2 Padres on here. Jesus Aguilar, first baseman for the Milwaukee Brewers. I hate the Brewers. Shortstop for the Braves, Dansby Swanson, and then Cody Bellinger. I'll say this right now. You're watching Bellinger's film. I think he's going to win National League Rookie of the Year unless a catastrophe happens or somebody else just skyrockets. So, let me read you a stat line. 30 homers on the year, 71 runs batted in, Riddies, 6 stolen bases. He's hitting .268 on average, .348 on-base percentage, and a .954 on-base plus slugging. He leads all the rookies in on-base plus slugging. He's got the best on-base percentage. He doesn't have the best average. Wait, maybe he does. Yes, no. Jesus Aguilar has a better average than him. Cody's hitting .268. Jesus is hitting .284. So I did all that, and I only came down to the top 3. Bellinger, Jesus, and Bell, all 3 first basemen. So really what sets Bellinger apart from the rest of them is, 1, he leads all of those 5 guys in stolen bases and home runs and RBIs. He hits better than Bell. He gets on base better than everyone else, and he has a better on-base plus slugging, which means he has probably the best slugging percentage out of all these guys. Now, Bell's played the most games, 107, but you probably would not have heard of Josh Bell since he doesn't have a statistical stat line like Bellinger if you're not a Pirates fan or your team doesn't get smacked around by the Pirates, which doesn't really happen much these days. You probably haven't heard of Hunter Renfroe or Alan Cordoba because they're Padres, and Swanson has had a rough year. But these guys are just rookies, so maybe some of these guys slump, some of these guys bounce back. You never really know. So really, Bellinger has jump-started this Dodgers lineup. Him and Chris Taylor. Chris Taylor isn't on here because Chris Taylor didn't get called up till recently. I can't remember exactly the day he was called up. But Bellinger's been around since around the beginning of the season, as far as I know. I'm not a huge Dodgers fan. More of a Cubby. You guys should know that, though. That on-base percentage with that amount of home run, that's pretty impressive. And when we talk about the American League stuff, you're going to find out that there's you probably already know who I'm going to say for American League Rookie of the Year. It's pretty in the bag unless something terrible happens. But we're still talking about the National League here for a while. That was his first walk-off walk that you just saw. Man, the whole baby powder thing really freaks me out. But Cody's he's kind of a utility player because they put him in left field sometimes. He's even been in center field and right probably a few times. But on the infield, I've seen him at first and I think third. Please don't murder me if I'm wrong. That would be just terrible. So the Dodgers are running away with the National League and the National League West. And Yu Darvish today, by the time you're seeing this on Sunday, on Friday, Yu Darvish will have made his first start with the Dodgers. And he went 7 innings on 99 pitches with 10 strikeouts and 3 hits and no earned runs. So that's promising, especially if Kershaw comes back and is Clayton Kershaw, which we haven't seen in the playoffs, but it's kind of this thing where it's been going right for him all year, and that's probably why they're going to win it all. I'm not making that prediction now because go Cubs go. So I'll see you guys in the American League section. Alright, so we're back. American League portion of the video right here. And, stop that. We have Aaron Judge. I think he's pretty much ran away with it. The only other guy that's probably even in the conversation is Andrew Benintendi, the outfielder from the Boston Red Sox. Golly gee, Batman. Anywho, you're seeing a bunch of swings here from Judge. On the season, he's got 34 homers, 75 ribbies, 6 stolen bases, hitting for 299, 423 on base percentage, and a 105.1 on base percentage. Would just like to throw out a random statistic here at you guys having to do with on base and him having a 1.051. That's actually higher than Bryce Harper or Paul Goldschmidt. Ridiculous. Anywho, I think he's running away with it. Also, in case you didn't know, Aaron Judge broke a Yankees record. Most home runs by a rookie in the fewest amount of games, I believe. Joe DiMaggio held that for 81 years. Now, here's the thing about Judge as compared to Bellinger. Bellinger didn't play at all last year. Judge came up late last year, but he's changed his swing dramatically. And I think I can't really make a comparison defensively because Bellinger doesn't play in the outfield every day. He does, but he also plays a lot of first base while Adrian Gonzalez has been out with injury. So, and he's probably Agon's successor at first base. But Aaron Judge, while hitting for power, is hitting with better average. But in the American League, I think it's pretty safe to say that the pitching in the National League is more competitive on a day-to-day basis than it is in the American League. Because, don't get me wrong, the American League has great pitchers. But I think the National League has better pitchers all around. Now, maybe not on the closing side of things, because, you got Zach Britton, Craig Kimbrell, all those guys in the American League. But, it's not like Aaron Judge is breezing through the American League. He's struggled since the All-Star break a little bit. He's on pace for, I don't know how many home runs. Maybe he gets 50. That'd be pretty neat. It'd be pretty neat if he got a lot more RBIs, too. He's really, he's going to be the future/face of the Yankees for a long time to come, hopefully. The Yankees just look really good for the future, especially since they didn't have to give up their top prospects to get Sonny Gray, who did not have that bad of a game against the Indians. It's not his fault that they lost that game. He had a bad first inning, and then he made one more bad pitch to lose the game. Kind of. He gave up a home run. He gave up a few homers. And that's not bad. It's just Kluber's just that good. And the Yankees didn't convert on some scoring opportunities. Another thing you're going to notice about Judge is I do not think we got his Peyton. Could you stop that? Anywho, yes. Everyone laugh at that. Thank you. National League, they both have the same amount of stolen bases. So, speed-wise, unless you're watching, so you can make the speed distinction, because I'm not watching while I'm talking. If I look at it while I'm talking, I won't talk right. So, there's not very much longer left in the highlight video, so I'm just going to try and fill dead space now. And that's how I'm going to fill dead space, by telling you that I'm going to fill dead space with some more dead space. And also, Aaron Judge has a freaking cannon. He has got a heck of an arm, which is why he's in right field. In Major League Baseball, in case you're new to the sport, your center fielders are speedsters and gold glovers. Your left fielders also have great range. Right fielders have cannons. If you've got a cannon and you're in the outfield, you should be in right field. That's not the case in high school or in necessarily college, but in right you have a cannon if you're in right field. Alright, so I'd like to thank you guys for watching the video. It's going to be Monday, maybe Tuesday before the next one comes out. I haven't figured out quite the upload schedule yet, but you can probably expect one at least every other day from the last one that you saw. So I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys later.